Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Facebook Live with Fun Van. My name is Miss AJ. Happy Friday. We're excited that you guys are here. We are going to be working on a project called Marbled Oil Paintings. So this is what you're going to end up with. Super fun. If you caught my post earlier today, I gave you all of the supplies you need. But we're going to run through it again, and I'll let you know. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to get logged on. A couple of reasons I love this project. If you caught us last Friday, Miss Amber talked about the difference between a process and a product-based project and why that's so important for our little people. This is also going to fall under the lines of a process-based project. So the reason that it's process-based is because I care way more about what's happening as we get this project going versus what it looks like at the end, and everyone is going to have something different as a result, which is super fun. A couple of other things to think about as you're starting to prep your project is what kind of vocabulary can you use around your kiddos. You guys are home all day long, so there should be lots of rich, lots of fun language happening as you're interacting with your kiddos. Remember, they're still taking in all of our speech. So things that you can talk about are different colors. You can talk about what's happening as we start to do our experiment. You can talk about the different tools that you're using. Ask them their questions. Ask them why they think something is happening. All right, so here are the things that you're going to need so we can make our marbled paper. The first thing you're going to need is liquid watercolors or food coloring. We chose liquid watercolors. It's my favorite because it's bright. The other thing that you're going to need is oil. So those are our two big components, is liquid watercolors and oil. The oil that we chose was vegetable oil. Now, as you continue to do this project, and depending on how brave you are, you can start brainstorming with your kiddos, especially our older kiddos. What other oils do you have around the house that are available? So maybe you have some baby oil. You could try a couple of different, maybe you have coconut oil or canola oil. I don't know what all the results will be, but it's fun to kind of try and go back and forth. And then you're also going to need a shallow dish. So we use one of our toy bins. This might look familiar if you've been in class with us. But you could also use a pie plate. You could use a lid, but anything that'll just hold about half an inch of water. So once you get your shallow dish, you're going to pour some water in it. So you can see we've got water in here. Hi, Kaylee. I'm so excited for you to be here. All right, so we're going to do some water, and then you're going to need a couple of dishes, and you're going to need as many dishes as you want to use for colors. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you're going to grab your oil. And parents, this is, again, it's really easy to want to take over, but this is a really nice opportunity to help our kiddos learn how to pour different things. So you might want to guide your kiddos, but let them lead this. And you want just a small layer of oil in each of your bowls. All right, so we've got 3. And then you want to pick your colors and ask your kiddos to name the colors that they want. So Miss Cat picked out these colors for me. This is magenta or pink. What a great vocab word to give our kiddos. And you're going to want to put a fair amount, right? And I'll show you why in a minute. But a good amount of color in there. I'm also going to do teal. Do some teal or blue maybe. And then I like a bright orange. So once you get all of those in there, you are going to grab your fork. And your fork, this is awesome activity for your kiddos. This is something that they can help you with. It's something that's going to carry over in other skills, like when they start to learn to cook, whipping eggs. You want to go ahead and mix up vigorously, mix, and break up all of that food coloring or liquid watercolor that you've used. You want to break it up and mix it in the oil. Okay, so as you're doing that, again, it's really tempting for us as moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas to take over because we don't want the kiddos to make a mess. But we want them to be able to learn all of these skills and have the fine motor practice. And then we're going to finish with our magenta. And you can see we want this mixed very, very well. We want the watercolor to mix in. All right, so once you've got it mixed, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to grab your dropper or your pipette. So this is a pipette. We have these available all the time for Fun Van, but if you don't have one of these at home, which I understand, another thing you could use is a medicine dropper, so the little syringes. You could even just use a spoon. I love the pipettes though because it helps our kiddos again with that pincer grasp. So being able to squeeze. And you want to suck up some color. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. And then you're going to drop it in your shallow pan. And you want to work pretty fast because the drops are going to start to drop to the bottom and we need them to sit at the top. So let your kids go to town. Get some color, mix them up. Tell me in the comments what colors you guys are using. This is a great project for Easter or for spring because it's going to come out pretty pastel. So I'm going to add some orange. And once we get to that point, you're going to grab your paper. And I listed cardstock. I think it's the best, but I used a couple of different ones. I tried it with construction paper as well, and it came out fine, but something with a thick background is nice. So cardstock, watercolor paper. You're going to take your paper and you're going to drop it really fast in the water. Pick it up. Whoop. You're going to drop the other one and look at what you get. Look how cool that is. Now, parents, you are going to want to have a paper towel or something available to lay these on. The oil will dry. Check that out. How vibrant that is. Isn't that cool? So you are going to want to have a safe space to lay those down on because they are going to need to dry flat. But once they dry, it is going to leave behind this super cool marbled effect. And then, hi Brighton, are you learning how to use pipettes? Your mom is brave. She's so good at this. All right, so once you finish, look at this cool project you have. And parents, I would recommend, I did this earlier. These came out a lot brighter than the first time I did it. So again, this is a process-based project because everyone's are going to be different. Your kids get to drive this. We want to step back as parents as much as we can and let them lead this activity. That's why it's nice to have a video to follow along with. Your kids can learn how to follow directions. And if you want to pick up where I got this from, I'm going to post the pen that I got it from on our Pinterest page. So if you haven't checked us out yet, go to FunVan, and we will have a link to our Pinterest page. We also sent it out in an email. Now, once you're done, once these have dried, so you can carry this activity on all the way throughout the day, you can go ahead and you can make a card or something fun, and you can send this to someone else, and they're going to be amazed at how cool your little artists are. So my godson's birthday, Judah, his birthday is coming up on Monday, so we're going to send him a cool card that we made. And then other things that you can do, I told you this was a science experiment. Ask your kiddos why. Why do they think the water droplets float on or the oil droplets float on top and they don't sink to the bottom? Why do you think that it connects to the paper? Try different oils, try different watercolors, try different food colorings. Let me know what you come up with. I did try the baby oil in the beginning. And what I found is that the vegetable oil actually holds onto the liquid better. Monica says she's going to do this outside later. Smart. Good job, Mom. Do you know that the watercolors probably will stain your littles? So make sure that you get them appropriately prepared for that. But other than that, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you have so much fun. I did want to give you a note, too, that I read on the Pinterest page. I didn't have this problem, but I had a couple of families say that it didn't work out for them. And one of the reasons is because either the paper was pressed too far down. Remember, the oil is going to sit on top. So the paper was pressed too far down, or we waited too long to put the paper on, and the oil didn't have a chance to actually catch onto the paper. So you want to work fast with this, have your materials ready, and then when you're all done, send us a picture of what you've worked on and maybe what you made with this project after the paper dried. We love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you on Monday with Miss Ryan. She's going to have another awesome lesson for you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.